Whoa, it looks completely different. Wow. Oh, wow.
Do you want to drive it?
Sure.
How's it feel now that you've been driving a little?
Amazing.
Today is kind of a special day for me. I'm meeting up with the person that sold me this car. Keep in mind, I bought this car bone stock and I built it from there. So I'm gonna show the previous owner exactly what I've done to this thing. 2009 335i. The wastegates do rattle. It's got some squeaks, some clicks and everything going on, but this will be the project, so I don't really mind. It's going to be, I just really want to get the engine all sorted out. Funniest part about this entire video is that originally I already had this plan to meet up with the original owner in 2022. Right before that happened, that's when I had my crank hub spinning, which I made a whole separate video about. The worst timing imaginable. So this time, I wanted to make sure nothing like that would happen again. I mean, I've gone through the entire car completely now. I basically touched every single bolt on this thing. Went ahead and checked all my systems this morning. I didn't check my engine oil. We're exactly half. Not only that, I went ahead and secured a AAA membership, just in case. And proceed to drive like I always do. And by that, I mean like a civilian who never breaks any laws, because I only drive in that pattern. All right, my friend, say hello to my viewers.
Hello, viewers.
This is Babak. He sold me this car about 4 years ago, and it's been the greatest thing that's happened in my life. I say that kind of sarcastically. It's been a project.
It's been something, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 8 different colors at one point.
Really?
As I converted the entire body to that of that generation of M3. I did a lot of work on the engine, obviously. 2 years ago, I had that little breakdown right before we were about to meet.
Yeah, that's right. You texted me and then you said something went wrong, and
yeah,
didn't speak for 2 years. So.
I took that opportunity to make everything a lot better.
Whoa, it looks completely different.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've gone through it all. I kept the original color too. I had the opportunity to change it, but
yeah,
I liked it.
I love the color. Well, shit, I'm glad you bought it then, because you actually did something to it.
Yeah. I told you I would.
Yeah, you did.
Do you ever think about did you ever think about the car though? Oh, wonder how that thing's doing right now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love this car. I had it for 3 years. I'm not a car guy.
Yeah.
And I just I test drove it. Somebody in Washington was selling it, and I was just like, I'm just gonna buy this car and have it for a while.
Right.
And it was my favorite car I've ever had, by far. I drove my cousin's Bentley around a little bit, and I like this car better.
Right on.
Yeah.
And just remind me again, what made you want to sell it?
I actually ended up getting a hybrid, and I just needed a more practical car. And I wasn't a car guy. I knew I wasn't going to be able to repair it as I got older.
Right.
And stuff. And so it was just my time to get rid of it.
Oh man, I have something to show you then. I am a car guy. So things got very different. This doesn't look anything like you recommended.
Oh wow.
I got rid of a lot of the plastic that you originally saw.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Those twin turbos gave me a lot of issues, so I put one big single one instead.
Okay.
That's another example.
That's really cool.
And added a lot of fueling and a lot of other supports, and I tried to make it as reliable as possible. Nice. And I think I finally got there. I've been daily driving it for about a year, and within the last 6 months, I just recently got it all painted and did it all myself, of course. And
that's so cool.
I've taken
It's really fucking awesome, man.
I've taken my sweet time with it. Do you have like any time to go for a quick ride or anything?
Yeah, I'd go for a quick ride. Yeah.
I mean, I'm running kind of low on fuel, so let's go grab some fuel.
Sounds different starting up.
Yeah. This is built for racing now. It's not so much for daily driving.
Honestly, I don't know. I can't tell. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Totally.
I haven't changed much.
Oh, yeah.
There's also that fire extinguisher, obviously.
Yeah.
The racetrack, which is necessary.
Yeah, I mean, the
but-
rest of it's the same, right?
Yeah, I tried my best. I love the OEM feel and everything. And man, you know what I'm really grateful for the most? This heated steering wheel.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that heated steering wheel. That was nice.
That's like one of the biggest selling
missed that.
features for me. And those privacy window covers.
Mhm.
That was like, I saw that, I was like, I've never seen that on the 3 Series before. Like, I have to get that. Those are just things that really stood out and made me really want it. And obviously the engine, which is the main reason I got this.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I told, that's the race clutch, by the way. It makes weird sounds like that. Everyone's first try, they're like, is this thing safe? I've made the exhaust, believe me or not, this is as quiet as I can get it.
Well, I think it sounds awesome. I mean,
It gets louder. All right, we're gonna turn AC off. I'm gonna show you what this thing can do now. You ready?
yeah.
How's that feel?
That's nice.
And that was with traction control kicking in too.
Okay.
I didn't turn it off all the way because I was like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, that's cool that I'm sitting in this car again. I didn't think I'd ever, see this car again.
See, we're not gonna get like sideways or like do anything stupid because I don't want to get a ticket.
Yeah.
But I just want to show you just exactly what I've done
The
to
only
it.
speeding ticket I've gotten in like 20 years was in this car.
What were you
Like,
doing?
I just punched it, like nothing even too crazy. Just I couldn't help but like try to go a little fast in this car versus any other car I drive like a crap. I'm a careful, safe driver, but like, and I also almost crashed this car once.
Oh.
I like fishtailed because I just like punched it too hard on a wet surface
Right.
on a curve, and just like all of a sudden I was going back and forth and kind of like, okay.
Okay, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, I know, I didn't. I was glad too. I was just like, I finally just came to a stop, and I was just like, okay, I won't do that again.
Do you want to drive it?
Sure.
The clutch is really stiff. And it's keyless, as you remember, so that has not changed. Clutch in, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a second, hasn't it?
It's been a second. I actually haven't driven a stick shift since I assumed this too. I miss it so much. I used to, well, I mean, I had like a Honda for many years. That was a stick. It takes a minute to like readjust.
Yeah. Hey, take your time. You know what it can do, so just be real careful there. The ground is slick.
I miss this feeling right here. This
Yeah.
seat and holding this clutch right here.
Right?
This was my favorite car. Like I said, I'm not a car guy. This is the only like really cool car I've ever owned.
Right.
I miss it so much.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you wanna get your foot back into one, it's not only very expensive, but the repair bill is even higher than it was when I first bought it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You definitely need a certain amount of money to be able to justify it.
Right?
It's totally different. Like 100% different than before. Obviously, this is a totally different
Right?
engine, essentially.
Does it bring back the nostalgia?
Oh yeah. I drove this to Northern California a couple times, and I just remember how comfortable the ride was compared to any other car.
Right.
Driving like 8 hours,
Right.
Just sitting here, I felt like I was in my living room. It was just like I could sit here for days just driving this car.
I drove one of my buddy's 335i's, right? It's a little older than this one. It was a 2008. And I just said, wow, this is actually comfortable compared to mine.
Nice.
This one's like I said, just janky and bouncy, but it's built for the track. It's not built for
Yeah,
this.
It's not theoretically your daily driver.
Yeah. But I have been daily driving.
I mean, I never thought I'd see this car again, number one. Number two, I love what you did with it.
I'm actually really happy to hear that. Because some people would be like, oh, you ruined it. Like, the ride isn't what it's like. This is not a BMW anymore. Like, all this
Hey,
stuff.
like I said, like, I think any older BMW is meant to be either, like, really taken care of by someone who just maintains it or done this exact thing, you know, like.
Did you see the guy in the M6? He gave us a little peace sign.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So if you actually stayed around and watched this whole video, I really appreciate you. It really does help my channel out. It's not something I typically do, but it's something I've been wanting to do for a while now. As I've already mentioned earlier in the video, I wanted to do this a couple years ago, but I couldn't. I'm also really grateful to the previous owner for taking his time out of his day to not only check the car out, but being okay with videoing. Babak, if you're watching this, I really appreciate you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for giving me a deal on this car, and thank you for taking this time to make this video. If you're into cars and you like modifying cars, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I haven't really been uploading that much simply because I've been working on different projects here and there, trying to get as much done as I can, trying to balance work and life as well. The best way to reach me though, it's gonna be through my Instagram @BuiltInTheRain, all one word. Go ahead and follow me and shoot me a message. I'll do my best to reply as soon as I can. Not only that, I'll see you guys on Instagram as well. Till next time.